So welcome back, and in this tutorial you will see that we will resume from previous tutorial where we played each animation, for example run, walk, dance, death, jump, on respective keys such as W, E, U, R and T. The problem with this method was this way was animator, you were playing the animations through play and then you were directly calling by name. So what was happening was, even though this system worked well when the animation were changing. For example, by default it's in idle, and now when I press W, it will play run. So what will happen is when I press W again, since it's already in the state of run, that is the this blue bar means that this animation is being played. So when we will give it a command to run again, where is it, yes, to play again, what will happen is that it will check that either it's playing or not. But since this blue bar is running, what it means is that this animation is in state of play. So what will happen is that it will not do anything, and hence your character would seem to be unmoved, and this and would remain at the end part of the animation. But when we will press other buttons such as Q, which will run the dance animation, now another animation is being in the state of run. So what will happen is when we press W again, it will check that either this run is running or not. But since the dance is running, so when we press Q, nothing will happen. But when we will press W, it won't run again. So what it means is that if we want to run this animation twice, that is, if it has run before this animation and we want to run it again, we got to specify the time that this animation has to play from this spot again. So how we can do is, we have to specify 2 meters, 2 parameters in the same play, which is a flexible function. Again, you can head over to docs.unity3d.com for more specification of this. So first thing it asks is ask for a layer. By default, everything happens in the default layer, so we will press 0. And then it asks for a normalized time. What is normalized time? Is the time it will run the animation from. We want to run the animation from start. So what we will do is we will ask it. We will give a time of 0.0 f. What this means is the floating point that runs the animation from start. Now when we press Control S, that is save. Now let's see what happens. Let's clear it. Head back to Animator. Now we will press again the W. So when we press W, this animation should play. Now with the previous method, what was happening was when we were pressing W, it won't start from the scratch, that is this part. But when we press again this W, now the animation starts playing again. So no matter where this animation is being played at, this is, say this is 0, this is 1, this is 0.25. What we got to do is, we told him that every time we press W, no matter which part of this timeline is the animation is in, you got to play it from this timeline from the start. So now I am pressing W again, and automatically it will start playing from this. So this is what is happening every time I press W, and it will start to play from this thing here. You can definitely change the float to 0.5, and when 0.5 is pressed, it will play the animation midway. So this is the idle animation being run, and the animation plays from midway, and this half and the animation is already in blue, and every time you press W button it starts animation from here and it goes to here, as you can see. But since we want from the scratch, from the start, so we will press this again. Again, it is advisable that you save the progress of the script while the game is paused, is not running, because sometimes if you do this, the system will, the project will close itself out, and sometimes when projects are big, it might end up in loss of some of your data. But since this is a tutorial, so you can do what you want. So we will comment this code as well with the name tutorial 2. So in case someone is following, you can always check this out, that what this does. And now what we'll do is copy this again. We will type tutorial 3 here and uncomment this. And now we will do this for all of the animations. Next thing is we copy this, paste it here. So now each animation is replayable. So no matter how many times you want to watch one animation, you gotta press that specific key and that animation will play again and again, despite the fact that it has been played already or not. So by default it goes to idle. Now when I press Q, it will go to dance, and I say play it again, let's play it again. So without shifting to other animation, it will keep playing from the start. Now same goes for death. Yeah, E is for death, and now whenever I press E, it will forget everything and start to die again and again till end of the time. Now for the jump, the key was R, I suppose. The jump was T, so let's press T. So this is how it will jump again and again. Usually in games, one animation state is relevant, as you gotta remember that which animation is being played. So that mechanism is equally important as well. So for that part, we will head over to the next tutorial, where I will be teaching you the use of parameters inside Animator window and how you can use the parameters to bind things together. Thank you.